Jennifer Buseman, occupational therapist, Central Rivers AEA, birth to 21. When I was in college, I really wasn't sure what field I wanted to enter. And unfortunately, I had had limited exposure to a variety of professions while in high school. So after a long conversation with my advisor at UNI, she had thought that I had many traits that might work well in the therapy world. She said I have empathy for others, and I really get a lot of joy out of helping other people. And so I began to look at OT and PT and speech and some of the other therapy options, and I eventually landed on OT. I think what I liked most about OT was it was this wonderful blend of science and creativity. And at the end of the day, I was helping others. And most importantly, I knew I didn't want to sit behind a desk. Be curious and also know yourself. Talk with others working in the field. Find out what they enjoy best about their job. What are their least favorite parts about the job? And also what a typical day looks like. See if you can imagine yourself working in the conditions that they share with you. And then also know yourself. Know what makes you tick. Are you a self-starter? Do you work well with others? Do you enjoy collaborating on teams? Or would you rather work by yourself? Would you rather work behind a desk, or would you rather be actively moving? Do you enjoy working with adults and children? And my last bit of advice would be to ask permission to job shadow. It can be challenging sometimes to find professionals who are willing to let young students tag along with them. But I encourage you to be brave and just ask the question. Many times they will allow you because they want to see more OTs entering the profession. One of the benefits of working at the AEA is that you do have access to a variety of team members, whether you're working in the birth to 3 population or the school age population. And some of those professionals might include PTs, SLPs, might also include people with specialized knowledge of autism or challenging behaviors. But the best part is we work together with families and teachers in order to help design and provide strategies that help students be successful. For example, I might work jointly with a physical therapist and a speech pathologist with a student who may use assistive technology. So maybe the physical therapist is looking at positioning, and I might be looking at how the student's arms move in order to maybe access a device. And the SLP might be working on the child being able to access that device and ask for something that they want. In the homes, we also work with the same multidisciplinary team so that there's not additional therapy time at home, but merely they know how to support their child through all of the routines of the day. Maybe some of the more exciting things that I have worked on a team and we've helped families figure out how to go to the grocery store together, how to go out and eat at a restaurant, something that maybe was really challenging before the supports were given. Whether we're working with families in early access or working with school teams and IEPs, one really important thing is that we document not only the plan that the team is working from, but also the student's progress. So once we determine that a student maybe is eligible for early access services or an IEP, we then come together and identify what needs does this child have. And once we identify those needs, then we talk as a team and we work to develop goals and also decide who from the team is going to provide those supports for that child. It may be grandparents, it may be OT or PT, but ultimately we create a plan for the child that really puts the supports in place so that they can be successful and meet their goals. Your educational training is going to really provide you with a strong foundation of content knowledge. But it's going to be equally as important to have a growth mindset and really a continuous love of learning. What we found is that research is continually being done, and we're learning new things about what strategies work well for different types of needs. And we really have to be open to um, changing our practices sometimes. Sometimes the things we have always done, um, research might tell us otherwise. And so we have to be open to changing that. And I think also it's important to give yourself grace. You're not going to know it all on day one. And after many years of practicing, I still don't know it all. And even despite the fact that I don't know it all, what I want to impress on you most is be open to learning from other colleagues, learning from families, learning from students and children, and also learning from other disciplines. Many people have many things to share, and you can learn so much from your team when you work within the educational setting.